Today guys, you're welcome to Magnet Web Coding. So finally we're going to start writing our first web page. First I'm going to suggest you guys create a folder where you'll be saving all your files, so your files don't get scattered all over your computer. So just for the sake of your work being arranged properly, I'll suggest you create a folder wherever you want to create yours. I'm going to create mine in my document folder. I'm going to come down to my file explorer and move over to my documents, and this is where I'm going to create my folder. I'm going to right click and click on new and move over to folder. I'm going to see my name, Michael. There, yeah. Now let's move over to the main course. I'm going to open up my Notepad++, which we downloaded in the previous tutorial. Yes, because this is what we're going to be using to write our codes. Yeah, so let's get started. Now, when creating a website, the first page you create is your home page. Yeah, and which you need to save it as your index.html files, like a compulsory thing you have to do when creating your web page. So to do that, let's save our first web page, our home page. Okay, to do that, I'm gonna move over to my top left corner and click on save. Move down to save as. Now remember, I told you we're gonna be saving all our files in one folder because I don't want your files getting scattered over your laptop. So, and remember, I created my own folder in my document folder. So I'm going to move over to my document folder and look for the folder, and which is right here, Michael. Open it up. I told you your first page, which you create when designing or creating your website, is your home page, and you need to save that page as your index.html file. Sorry, as your index.html, not HTML5. HTML5 is the version of HTML we're using. So I'm going to do that right now, which is going to be my index.html. Now to make sure our document already, by typing that index.html5, it already tells the laptop, okay, this is an HTML format. Just to make sure, for the benefit of doubt, I'm gonna move over to save type as. From my drop down list here, I'm gonna scroll down till I get to HTML, and that is right here. Click on it and save. Now we've saved the whole page. So moving down now to HTML. Remember, I said HTML is a markup language for describing web documents. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Languages. And each HTML describes the documents differently in your browser. So HTML files are written in these things called tags. And tags are markup languages with some bit of text in between the tags. Now to save us from talking too much, tag normally comes in pairs. The first pair of the tag is called your start tag, and the second tag is called your end tag. Your start tag can also be called your opening tag, and your end tag can also be called your closing tag. So this is what a tag looks like. I'm gonna, greater than sign, your less than sign, and your greater than sign. You press shift and press your less than sign. Also press shift and press on your greater than. Now this is called a start tag, also known as the open tag. Now for your close tag, I'm going to press my shift key and press my less than sign. But this time, before I press my greater than sign, I'm going to press slash and press my greater than sign. Now what does the stand this stands for? Now the slash in the second tag is written like that with a slash before the tag name. The slash there often tells you, okay, this is my closing tag. That's the work of your slash. Now this is a double tag, and we also have single tags in HTML. Now if you want to write our single tags, is just to all we have to do is just to write our open tag. Is to write our open tag with a slash, or should I say writing your end tag, and your text comes in between the greater than sign and your slash. That is for this is for the double tag, and this is your single tag. For example of a single tag, we have a header, an example of your single tag, like your doc tag, like your image tag, yeah, right, image tag. Now this is an example of a double tag, and this is an example of a single tag. So and that's for that. So let's start coding our first web page. Now when writing your first web page, the first and most important thing to do is your declaration, your doc type declaration. Your doc type declaration tells the browser what type of HTML you're using. Like for instance, now we're using the HTML5. Yeah, I told you guys that's what we're going to be using. Though there are different versions of HTML. In earlier days we had the HTML, we had HTML 2.0, we had HTML 3.2, we had HTML 4.01, we had XHTML before, and now we have HTML5. So to do this, I'm going to tell my browser now, hey, I'm using HTML5. So to do this, I'm going to press my greater than sign. It's an open tag. Then inside it, I'm going to come inside the tag and press exclamation and type my doc type space and HTML. Now already this tells my browser, okay, the browser he's using or she is using HTML5. The different other versions have their own format, but since we're using HTML5, this is what we're going to be working with. So that is the first and most important thing to do when writing your web page. Now after that, the second important thing we're going to be talking about is our HTML tags. Now after this is open tag HTML and our closing tag HTML. Now what does this do? Our open tag tells the browser, okay, this is where our web page starts and this is where our web page ends. Yes, the text in between the HTML tag describes the HTML. So and after this, the second, the third, and this is like the most important part of your web design is your head tag. I'm going to start with that open head tag and closing head tag. Just for the sake of clarity, because I don't want my work being scattered, I'm gonna indent my head tag. Yeah, and the next tag is the body tag. Open tag and closing tag. And now already this divides our HTML page into two. Now the head tag is these are the things you, the programmer, will be seeing, and the body tag is the content of the web page, which is for the user. Though you will be the one writing the codes, but the user can only see what is inside the content of the body tag, and you, who is the programmer, sees both of them. So now inside our head tag, there's some other important tags we're going to be talking about. Now the first important tag we're going to be talking about inside our head tag is the title tag, and it's a double tag. Open tag and closing tag. Now what does this do? We've already to now head tag, and now we're in our head tag. Okay, now the title tag best describes your web page. That is the title of your website that you're creating. Now okay, for example, now I'm gonna give mine this is Michael. Now if I save this and run it in Firefox, we're gonna file save. If I do not want to go over there and save, I can come over to the icons right over here, save or save. Now I've saved that. Now let's run it on a browser. I'll click on run and launch in Firefox. Oh, sorry, there's a mistake there. Hey, I think we saved it on. Yep. Okay, there's a HTML folder. Okay, this is where we did it, because if you make a mistake when coding, it doesn't show. I made a mistake I made a typo over here in my title. And please don't get scared about making mistakes, or you feel bad when you make a mistake. Maybe you write a code and your code does not display. Don't get scared. The truth is, in coding, mistakes helps you get better. Yeah, that's the truth. So that was why that didn't display. So don't get scared about making mistakes. So I'm going to save that. Now let's move over to run and launch it in Firefox. I hope you could all see that. That's what I titled that. It's more like labeling your web page. So the next thing we're going to be talking about under the head tag is our meta tag. I'll just plead with you to just follow through. You will understand what the meta tag does as we're moving over the classes. So it's a single tag anyway. A meta just set equals to UTF minus 8, and that is and that's for that. I just hope I haven't made any mistakes here. Okay, method chassis, yeah. Now yeah, I know y'all might be wondering, okay, what does the meta tag do? Okay, I'm going to give a little explanation there. Now the meta tag basically includes any extra characters that is not on our keyboard, because there are some symbols you want to write and you have to combine different symbols on our keyboard, which is just like, for example, you want to write a copyright symbol. Now there's no copyright symbol on your keyboard. You have to combine different symbols to get that. So what the meta tag does, it includes that symbol in our browser. It tells the browser, okay, this one is included too in our keyboard, though it is not on our keyboard, but that's the work of the meta tag. I will talk more about that as we move through the series. So I do not want to fill your head with so many stuffs here. I think I'm going to stop for now. So please, when you're writing your web page in your head tag, don't forget to write your meta tag, because if you do not write your meta tag, your HTML document won't be a valid one. So please do not forget to do that. So I think I'm going to stop here for now, and we'll talk about the rest in our next tutorial. And as always, remember, please don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, give the video a thumbs up, or share the videos. It's really going to help my channel grow. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye.